Well, hi there. Out and about in Lower Saxony's forest, as so often, so many times. There's still places to find. It's amazing. It's amazing what these guys, I don't know, buried in the forest for hundreds of years. Oh, decades and decades, even centuries. Alright. But don't worry, my friends. This is not the unholy temple of Celephais, what you know from H.P. Lovecraft. And it couldn't be inspired by that, because this temple, this is older than the stories of H.P. Lovecraft. Even if it's not as old as the old ones. If we take Lovecraft's story for true. So, why am I talking about Lovecraft? Well, today it's about Visions of Celephais. Visions of Celephais. That's what all the prep talk is about. An interesting tobacco, worthy in the line of those H.P. Lovecraft tobaccos, and I'll tell you why. Because there's something unholy to this tobacco too. So well, you may think of it as a good spirit or a bad spirit or a ghost or whatever. We're going to talk about that. So, but first of all, as I said, I'm in Lower Saxony. I put a link down the back as always, so you're going to find out where I am. So, this little temple here, that was built by a very famous architect in the 19th century, and he worked for the King of Hanover. So, in fact, he was a high-ranking architect there, and he built several buildings for noble families around. And so we're going to visit this one. So this is a temple. Well, you know, in these times, that was at the beginning of the 19th century, first third of the 19th century. Yeah, was very popular to build these temples, Greek-style temples. This one is called the Tea Temple by the people around here. The Tea Temple. Well, you know, normal people, they don't show any respect for the wishes of the noble family. So noble family used to drink tea there. So normal people came up with the nickname Tea Temple. So that's a bit, I don't know, disrespectful, but anyway, kind of the truth. I show you the man who built that. Hope you can understand me. It is windy out here, so we had a thunderstorm, I don't know, so on for, I don't know, a week or something. Just storm. Never ending storm. And if it's not storm, it's heavy wind. So anyway, so I'll show you the master builder. So this is George Ludwig Friedrich Lavis. Lavis. L-A-V-I-S. He was the court master builder for the kingdom. So born in 1788 and he died in 1864. And that was built around the 30s. So anyway, I think we're gonna hop off from this space to a different space, which is even more interesting perhaps. We're gonna see that. Let's hop off. Just lit up the second bulb. Well, let's talk about the Celephais, visions of Celephais. I really hope you can understand me. Well, it's so windy here. I already showed you the tip, so I'm gonna do that again. So the visions of Celephais. It came out, I don't know exactly when, but not too long ago, in the line of those Lovecraft tobaccos. I was talking about Lovecraft and tobaccos in a different video already. I don't gonna do that again. So, but perhaps I'll put a link down the back into another video. So, visions of Celephais. What is special about this tobacco? Well, you know, Celephais is a city in the stories of Lovecraft. And I'll read you the tin description, what they say. Well, if I can read this, tell you this is really difficult to read, or I have my reading glasses on. So let's see. A wisp of incense from the monastery of Lang, exotic spice from the city of Utla, wine fermented by the ageless Qurans themselves. Only in timeless Celephais could these esoteric ingredients be procured. A ritual performed over a bed of red and bright Virginia with hints of dark fire leaf and castoria results in an otherworldly aroma that becomes all dreamers back to Celephais. Alright, we already got a hint what is in now. So, Black Cavendish, it's cigar leaf, so that's the castoria, and Kentucky and Virginia. So, it is enough power. Tobacco provides enough power, enough strength, some sweet notes even, but that's not what this tobacco is about. I'll show you the tobacco. I hope the wind doesn't eat it. So let's see. As always, nice wrapper on that. So you see, and I nearly immediately when I opened the tin, I found some sticks and stacks. That's something I don't really appreciate. Well, let's see. You can see that? Well, that's sticks and stacks. Anyway, tobacco looks pretty nice. So, let's see, it's not eaten by the wind. Yeah, it's looking good. But it's not about the look. It's not about Kentucky castoria. It's about the smell from the tin. The tin note on first whiff. First whiff. So, I just couldn't get my finger on that. Just couldn't find out. What is this? So I had really strong feelings about that. That was a remembrance of I don't know, my childhood or whatever, my youth. Back in the day. So, and I thought, well, this is chewing gum. This is hubba bubba. Well, many guys, they write on reviews, it's all about grape, and they're all writing about grape. But I'm pretty sure it is not grape, because I know many tobaccos really done with grape, especially those Turkish tobaccos. Turk Pipi Tutini, Yellow Dark, they done with grape, natural stuff. And they're completely different. There's nothing comparable. So, they don't have anything in common when it comes to the taste or to the smell. So I was really thinking, and I showed this tin to different guys, also to Ronnie. And I said, Ronnie, take a whiff. Tell me what you smell. No matter what you smell, just tell me. And he looked at me and said, sounds funny, I don't want to really say that, but it smells like hubba bubba. And I said, you're right. Pretty sure that is hubba bubba. So what is hubba bubba? That's a really famous chewing gum that came up in Germany, it came up in the 80s. So before that, we thought chewing gum is just Wrigley spearmint. We didn't. I don't know. When I was a really child, I always thought chewing gum means Wrigley spearmint. So and then suddenly in the 80s, different styles and flavors and all those showed up, and one of them was Hubba Bubba. Well, I read Hubba Bubba is an expression used in the military for everything all right, or go for it, or whatever. So, but anyway, so I tried to find out what is the taste of Hubba Bubba, and it came out those chewing gums, those typical flavors. Oh, I have to watch the trees. Oh well. Oh, looks dangerous. Alright, gonna continue that. So, the taste of chewing gum. That is very often done with something that we in German call niedere Scheinbeere. There are many names for that. One of the names is American wintergreen. American wintergreen was used by the Indians even for medical things and so on. And there are many names for that. I can't really remember. Checkerberry is one name. So sorry, sorry if I'm a little bit distracted. So, well, perhaps the old ones, they don't like my talking about those backies. Anyway, so, and this is the taste that's used for many chewing gums, and they use an essential oil to do that. An essential oil. And there's something I think that I have, maybe I have proof for that, or I'm not absolutely sure because I don't have the recipe, I have no insight on that, but I'm pretty sure that that could fit. So let's say this American wintergreen, that's a berry, a red berry, and they produce some essential oil from that, and they put the oil, tobacco and so on. And essential oils, we all know that they're pretty strong and they're really hard to get rid of them. So they sneak in every little crack and on every little space they can find. That's what they're good for. But when it comes to pipe smoking, well, I guess you already know what I want to say. This is a pretty heavy ghost. And that's the reason why I think that's really worthy to be in the line of the Lovecraft series, these mystery horror story series. So, it is really a bad ghost. I don't know, a bad ghost, a good ghost. You have to decide that for yourself. But even a meerschaum pipe. So meerschaum pipes are known, they're very resilient to ghosts. So those ghosts, they don't like meerschaum. I don't know why. So they don't feel comfortable in meerschaum or whatever, so they normally avoid meerschaum. And so I was really surprised after just one bowl, a pretty heavy ghost. So put some Virginia in, and I thought I still have the visions of Celephais there, and so that was really crazy. So you want to be careful with that. So I know some guys, they like some ghost, and let's say if it comes to Latakia, I know some guys that they like to put some Latakia in the pipe and using the ghost for the next few bowls, having an aromatic with an underline, slightly underlined by Latakia. Well, you have to decide that for yourself, but be careful with that. It's a heavy ghost. But don't be, I don't know, too angry, too mad if you have this kind of ghost. I guess you know how to get rid of that. So those ghosts, they don't like salt. So one method I normally use, there are many methods you can go for different method. A method I use, a very simple one, just fill the pipe, just fill the bowl with salt, let's say in the evening when you're done with the pipe, just fill it up with salt from the kitchen and just add 2 or 3 drops of alcohol to that. The alcohol is it's not much about the alcohol, it's more about the humidity to keep the to get the salt going. We all know that salt really likes to get something out. Let's say red wine or whatever you have, spill some red wine over the carpet or your clothes or whatever, so you can put some salt on and that gets the red wine out. That's the same effect here. So normally 24 hours that should do the trick. Anyway, I didn't do that. I just packed 2 or 3 times with, I don't know, a burley stuff, and the ghost was gone then. But you want to be careful. So, and those other components of the tobacco, it's not really about the other components. I don't want to say those components are just to put the aroma on, but there's also a hint of chocolate that may come by the Kasturi or by the Kentucky perhaps, and some Kentucky notes you can even taste in the back. But it's not really about those natural components. It's all about chewing gum. It's all about hooba booba. If you like that, so I don't know. That's really up to you. So I like it. That was certainly is not my everyday go-to, but in some ways, from time to time, well, maybe a good choice. Anyway, there's something about it. Perhaps just a, I don't know. Perhaps just about the days of childhood or whatever. Anyway, you may already be wondering if I left Germany. No, still in Lower Saxony. So, there's a pyramid behind me. And this pyramid, that was built by the same architect, the Lovers man. So, the architect Lovers, the famous architect of the King of Hanover. And this pyramid was also built by him. And he built that as a grave. It's really a grave. And inside this pyramid, they're actually bodies. So I'll show you if you're gonna go in there, and I don't know, like in the well, you know, the city of Celephais is known that no time changes and everything is all still the same. So I don't know, but if it would be like that, you would find these guys. So I don't know, I hope you can see that. So this is Ernst of Münster and his wife Wilhelmina and his son Herbert, and they also had 7 daughters. And in this pyramid, there's actually so the Earls or Ernst of Münster, he's lying there in the pyramid, and his wife and the daughters, but not the son. The son has a grave nearby here, somewhere here. I show you different graves on the spot. Unfortunately, we can't climb the pyramid, or we can't go into that. I would like to go into, but that's forbidden. And there's a wall around that, and they're gonna hit you hard if you just do trespassing, disturbing the dead. Disturbing the dead. That's forbidden by law. So, sorry, we can't do that. And I guess we don't want to do that really. Although we're, I don't know, a little peak. Could be nice, but we won't do that. Let them rest in peace. So they really rested in peace for all the time. I know I already showed different cemeteries and graveyards, and so they didn't all rest in peace, but they did. So that's good. Yeah. So, and Ernst of Münster, he was asking Lovers, so the architect, to build him a pyramid. Yeah, because he wanted to lay down on permite one day when he's dead. And he gave the order, he gave the order to build that, and he died actually in the same year. So, I don't know. Alright. I guess that's pretty much it I wanted to show you. I'll show you a little bit of permites and, I don't know, perhaps to do it in footage or whatever. It's pretty cold here. Pretty cold. Still. And I don't really trust these trees. Well, that's a different story. Alright guys. So that was all in the middle of the 19th century. So that was 1839. When he died and when Lavos built the permite. So it's 11 meters high. So for you guys, if you're watching this from Egypt, sorry, that's all we have. So I don't think it gets any bigger. So, but it's not bad for northern Germany, I think. So that's all right. All right, guys, that's it for now. So perhaps you want to give the Celephais a shot. Be careful with that. Perhaps use a corn cob just to try out. You won't face any problems in any other kind. So humidity is good, burns pretty well. Aroma stands to the last puff. Well, not really last puff, but last third of the bowl. And you don't face any other problems except for the ghost. So be aware of the ghost. Take care, guys. Be well, and perhaps see you again.